Hello, welcome to eTraining Guides. Today we're going to be talking about how to deploy Microsoft Edge updates in SCCM. So with that, let's get started. I'm going to minimize that. Alright, so we're going to do Alright, so what you want to do is go to software update point, because we're going to add Microsoft Edge products to updates so that when we do the synchronization, the updates will show up. So I'm going to go, here it is right here, Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Edge. So I'm going to select that. I got my Windows 10, some other stuff. Alright, so click on OK. And then we're going to go to software library. And we're going to go ahead and synchronize updates. And click on yes. Okay, once the synchronization is complete, you'll see that when you come into the software library and you go to all Microsoft Edge update, you'll see all the updates here. Oops, I gotta log back in. And you'll see all the Edge updates here. And you'll see I have one that's required. And so, because I showed you a couple weeks ago how to deploy the Edge application within SCCM, so now we're going to go ahead and patch it. So what I like to do is you have to go to the All Software Updates. I want to add required, date, release, and revise, expired, product, and superseded. And I'm going to add those criteria. Then I'm going to say it's greater than or equal to 1. And I'm just going to say first, I'm going to say no. For the expired, no on superseded. Now I'm going to go ahead and select Microsoft Edge here. There it is. Now I'm going to do search. Now we know we have one that's required. So we have one that's required, and it's going to be this channel. There's 3 different channels. There's a stable, developer, and another channel. Can't remember right off the stable, developer, and beta. So there's the 3 channels. So anyway, so I chose the stable channel. And so what you want to do, now that I have my required updates, I want to right click on that, create a software update group, and I'm going to call it Microsoft Edge Updates. And click on create. Now it's going to create the software group. Now you'll see Microsoft Edge Updates. Now what I want to do is I want to create a folder because I want to download them. Let me go to updates. I'm going to go right in the folder. I'm going to call it Microsoft Edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and close that out because I want to create a package. So now I want to right click on this. I want to download this update. And then I want to create a new deployment package. I'm going to call it Microsoft Edge Updates. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the, I'm going to click on Enable Binary Differential Replication. And I'm going to do point to that location. Let me go ahead and browse. And I'm going to select this folder. And there it is. I'm going to click on Next. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my distribution point. Now you can either add it to distribution point or a distribution point group. So I don't have a group created yet, so I'm just going to add it there. Next. I'm just doing medium. Now you can change how the priority, like if you have multiple distributions going on, you can change this to a medium or a high priority depending on what's going on in your environment. So I just select the default medium. I'll go ahead and download the software. And there is the Edge. And next. And then it's going to create the package. And this will take a couple minutes. And there you go, it's finished. And the next thing I like to do is I like to monitor to make sure that that content has been distributed before I do anything. So I'm going to type in Edge. There it is. And look, it's already been replicated. So that's good, success. And then you also have the package as well. So the packages are for the distribution point, and the SUG is your deployment. So now I'm going to go back to the software update, and now I'm going to deploy this updates. So I'm going to click on deploy, and then I'm going to go ahead and maybe take this and make it, and then I'll just do April. And then I'm going to go ahead and select my Windows 10 collection. Desktop, Windows 10. And click on Next. And now you can either choose required or available. I'm just going to say available so you can see what the process looks like on the other side when it's done, when it's there. And now you can use required and create a maintenance window and do that. So I'm just going to do available so I don't have to add the maintenance window and do all that stuff. So I'm just going to do as soon as possible. Client local time, or you can do UTC. I'm just doing client local time. And then I want to show everything, which is fine. And then I want to do if update required the system run another update deployment evaluation. So you want to make sure that's checked. It's not checked by default, so make sure that's checked. And then select next. And then we don't have, you know, if we wanted to do anything here for alerts and stuff, we're just going to go ahead and click on next, but you can configure that if you want to. Next, and then it's going to create that deployment. All right, so that's done. So now we're going to bring the Windows 10 machine over here. Nope, that's the Mac OS. That's not the one I want. There it is. So we bring the Windows 10 over here. And there we go. All right, so now we're going to go into the config manager. Now, normally you can use recast tools and right-click on that collection and do a machine policy, but it's a lab environment, so I can just easily connect to the machine. So I'm going to do machine policy. Now, because this is an update, I wanted to give it, I usually like to wait a few seconds, and then I run the software update deployment evaluation. So let's do that now. Now let's go into the software center. There it is. And you should see the Microsoft Edge update listed. There it is. There it is. Microsoft update is there. Now go ahead and now it's available collection. So I just go ahead and click on install, and it will then update my Edge version to the latest version. To the 81. Right now my version is 80, so it's now going to upgrade it to 81. So and then you can also create an automatic deployment rule for this as well. I'll go over automatic deployment rules in a separate video. Let me know if you want to see that. Like this video. You know, give me a like if you want to see that video. So again, it's going to install this update. Takes a couple of minutes. And there you have it. Now it's installed. So now when I click on the Edge, it should be at the 81 version. All right. Welcome to Edge. Now, I don't know how many of you guys using Edge or what have you, or if you're still using Internet Explorer for a lot of things. But this is kind of one of the new features in SCCM. Yeah, okay, get started. I'll close that out. Let me go to all right, so you go to settings and you go to about Microsoft Edge, and there it is. Your okay, so of course we've disabled updates because we're managing it through SCCM. So there's the newest version right there. So it's all done. And that's basically it. And that's how you deploy Microsoft Edge updates in your environment. So, and then of course you can monitor that by clicking on monitoring. Go to deployments. Now this didn't require a restart. So let's see, there it is. Now eventually it will, and there it is. Microsoft Edge, that's the application. There it is. So now it's going to take some time to run that deployment evaluation. Then it's going to send that message back to SCCM that it's completed, and then you'll see 100% compliant here. But that usually takes about 15 minutes-ish, to kind of do that. And that's basically it. So that's how you deploy Microsoft Edge updates in your environment. Now, if you have multiple versions, you can combine them all in the same SUG and deploy that out to all of the machines that have probably various versions of Edge. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. There's going to be a lot more content coming your way. And again, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.